Hello and welcome to the first episode of my third project, which, if you missed that title screen, is a game by Hasbro Interactive Studios, A-Team, and it's about a glove and his ball. I'm, of course, referring to the N64 game that's deeply rooted in my childhood. Glover. So, let's get started. So, let's get started up. Make a new game, and let's do the third file. Alright. And we're going to name it Pick for Pikmin Lover 72. And we're going to be on normal mode, because easy mode is for people who aren't too good at games. Just kidding. Alright, so here we have the generic castle named The Castle, with precarious crystals perched on its peaks. And here we have a wizard with potions, named The Wizard. He throws them into the pot, and something happens. Called the accident. And he falls down the tower. One glove goes into the potion, one glove goes out the door. Or window. Not a door. And the result of his potion and fall causes the crystals to fly away. Glover, the ball, not the ball, the glove there, decides to transform each crystal into a ball, therefore saving them from breaking. But then they bounce everywhere, and he has to go retrieve them. And to make matters worse, the other glove fell into the potion, becomes Cross-Stitch, our enemy. That is a lot of narration to explain in the very short video of that story. But yeah, that's pretty much what we are. We're a magical glove of a wizard, battling another magical glove of the wizard, trying to get the 7 crystals back to revive the wizard. Alright, so this is Mr. Tip. And if you want any hints, just speak to me. You can do this by standing near me, blah 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 blah. Alright. So what this game is all about is you control Glover, this glove guy. And there's the entrance to the box level, which you're gonna be doing in just a sec. But what you do is that the main gimmick of this game is that you need to move not only Glover, but this ball as well, which is actually a crystal. So, let's say we learn how to actually play this game in this tutorial. Alright. So, again, Mr. Tip tells us how to talk to him. This is one to teach you the camera controls, which are pretty basic. Just turning left and right. And this tells you actually how to control Glover. You have a jump. You also have a double jump. A pretty rare platformer use, even though it's pretty useful. To negotiate steps, try bouncing the ball. This can be done by repeatedly tapping A while holding the ball. So, if you hold the ball and push B, with good timing, not necessarily perfect timing, but just every few seconds, your Glover will bounce the ball. This is actually going to be a great form of transportation, as it allows you much easier control of the ball than any other way. So you can duck with Z, you can tab Z to make Glover do a cartwheel. So that's ducking, and you can do a cartwheel. This game does have a lot of different moves that you can do with Glover alone, and with the ball, and just a whole bunch of things. To get over higher walls, try throwing the ball. Do this, hold B, then push the thing, and blah 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 blah. Pretty much you just hold B, and you throw it where the Ox shows up. And this guy will tell you can also throw to get across some gaps. If you're about to slap or throw the ball, you can change your mind by pressing Z. You can also press Z to release the ball if you're just holding it. So if you're just holding the ball, Z will get off, and if you're holding it like this, you can press Z to go back down. And that's not gonna make it. Alright. And now this guy will tell us that you can also slap the ball by holding A and releasing it, similar to the throw, only this one is for a long throw instead of a high throw. This guy will tell us about the ball switch, which can be activated by the ball. So that's one way Glover and the ball will work in tandem. Sometimes you have to get a ball to a switch, sometimes you have to get Glover to a switch, it just depends. Shadow Wall can be crossed without a problem, so if the ball can touch the bottom, then you're fine. But you cannot hold the ball in deep water, you use your ramps to get it out. So when you do go into the water, you'll jump on the ball like this. And what you can do is move around on the ball. But the controls are inverted. So you actually, the way you point the control stick is the way Glover will run on the ball, propelling the ball in the opposite direction. So just remember that while in water, controls are inverted. Talk to this guy. That these grates can be broken by fist slamming. So that's Glover's main attack. The fist slam, which is pretty much the only attack he has. Alright. This guy will tell us some ledges may be too high to throw the ball onto. Try combining a bounce and a throw, which I'll be doing later. You can use magic to change your ball. If you're just holding it, just press R. Otherwise, point at the ball with B and just press R. And this guy will tell us about the Glover switches, which can be hit with Glover. So moving back to the changing of the ball, what you can do is you can, while not with the ball, you can hold B, and it'll point at the ball. And then if you put R, you transform the ball. Now the ball has 4 forms: the regular bouncer ball, the bowling ball, this mobile, and its true form, the crystal. Now some things to know about each. The ball will float on water. It's the form you're probably going to be using most. It can be bounced, it can be thrown, it can be slapped, but it can also be punctured by pointy objects, and if the ball gets punctured too many times or falls off a cliff or something, you will lose a life. See, in the bottom left corner, that's just Glover's health. The ball also must be protected at all times, and obviously the bottom right corner is our life. So, hang on. Now, if you turn into a bowling ball, you can actually go underwater. Same with the mobile. And, one more thing before I forget. If you are on a ball, well, if you're on a ball on land, is what I'm trying to say, and you push L, you'll actually get up on the ball. So, the bowling ball is kind of a power ball. It can't be thrown or slapped very far, but it is good for keeping the ball in one place, not getting attacked by enemies, or hitting down walls, or attacking enemies. The mobile is good for speed. It's, I think, the fastest, slightly faster than the bouncing ball. It's also the best speed underwater, but it doesn't have many other uses. And the crystal, all it does is get you bonus points when collecting collectibles, but I don't really care about points, so you'll probably never see this form. Alright, so to get on this ledge, you just want to bounce the ball, and then throw it, which is a very good technique. And this tutorial also doesn't teach you every move. There's some other things that will be good. Like, I've heard that. If you get on top of the ball, and then fist slam the ball, you can get a high jump off of it. Which can be useful in certain situations. And, I know there's another move that's important, but I'm forgetting it, which is unfortunate. So anyway, completing the tutorial will just take us back to the beginning. And your main goal of the game is to return the ball back to the castle, thus restoring the world to its formal self. There we have the stone wizard in the middle, who takes the ball and transforms it into its crystal form, keeping it safe. And with that first crystal in its place, we can now head into the first world, which is a water-themed world, but not like a pirate water. It's more of the I don't know, other type of water. Simply, the world title itself is Atlantis, which I think is a fitting title for this type of water. Alright. Here we have the first level. And one reason I liked this game so much as a kid was its music. I mean, they vary from world to world. Atlantis' music is really mellow and just nice to listen to, as you can hear. Alright. So in the first world, the ball will be out laying somewhere, and you have to go and get it. Now these are garobs, the main collectible of the game. They and as you can see up in the top left corner, there's a counter of how many garobs you have. This guy will just tell us how to transform the ball again. So, things about garobs: if you collect them with Glover, they're worth 10 points, unless you get them in a combo. And if you collect them with the ball, they're worth 20 points. However, again, as I stated before, I don't really care about points, so I'm just going to be collecting them all, however I can. If I get extra points, oh boy. Because really the only point of points in this game is getting extra lives, but they're very generous with the extra lives, so it's not a problem. Alright. This can tell us that some objects can be smashed, either by the bowling ball or by fist slamming. I prefer fist slamming because I don't feel like changing the ball. You can also stun enemies with the shockwave of the fist and destroy them with the fist itself, as this guy will probably tell us. Yeah. So, grab the ball, head up the stairs, and as this guy will tell us, that glowing disc is a checkpoint. All you need to do is bounce the ball through it, and it will form a setback area. And what's really cool about this is that you can select which checkpoint you want on the start menu. So like, if I wanted to go back to the very beginning, I'd choose number 1 and click A. If I wanted to come here, I'd choose number 2. Which can be useful for non-linear levels, or if you think you missed a garob and you want to go all the way back to the beginning. Now, behind this, or under this pillar, are a few garobs and an extra life, if I can get on top of it. Thank you. So, make sure you get that. And in the water here are a few fish. They don't give you hay. Oh, oh, what the? Where'd he go? Okay. Anyway, they don't give you garobs if you beat them, but they can be annoying, so I recommend getting rid of them. Like that. And I completely failed, so I have to go all the way back. That may be a common theme in a few worlds, having a water challenge, and if you fail the water challenge, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. That's okay. As you see, I use the dribble a lot to get across platforms. I mean, it's a good way to just keep Clever and the ball as one unit, instead of separating them by throwing the ball. Let's hit this button, and that swirly thing, as you saw in the tutorial, is the end goal. Now let's just get the rest of these garobs. Right here is a place where the high jump can be used to get some of these higher garobs. And once you get all 50 garobs, Glover will do a nice little get 'em all icon. You'd also get a extra life by bouncing up here, and then bring the ball and yourself into the warp end thing, and you finish the level. And then it'll bring you to this little summary screen that adds up your points, but I don't care about that. And then you put right into Atlantis level 2, which are going to be starting off in the next episode. Alright, so I hope you're going to enjoy this LP of Glover. I've always enjoyed it as a kid. It's not exactly the best game, there are a lot of glitches, and it's kind of short and a little on the easy side, but that doesn't mean it can't be loved. So, next time on Glover, we're going to be doing more stages in Atlantis. Alright, see you guys then.